Sir, I rise to support the demand for grant of the Ministry of Food and Civil Supplies. First of all, I would like to say that the Honorable Minister had done a good job when he was Minister for Agriculture. As a result, our food production had increased. Of course, we are happy about it. But I am sorry to say that the system of procurement of food grains is not perfect. I would like to know the steps taken by the government to improve this system. Last time also, I had said that there were not adequate storage facilities to preserve the food grains procured by the government. As a result, the food grains were kept in the open and at the railway station. So these food grains got damaged. As a result of the present system, the food grains get damaged due to rains and become unfit for human consumption, causing loss of crores of rupees. I would like to know the steps taken by the government to increase the storage capacity. It is seen from the report that a lot of food grains are lying in stock at the present time. In addition to that, a huge quantity would be further procured by government. I would like to know the storage arrangements made by the government to keep the same. The government have allowed the private traders to export the food grains this year. On the other hand, we say that the food grain trade should be nationalized. But on the other hand, when food grain production has increased, the government have allowed the private traders to export it. I want to know whether it is proper on the part of the government to do so. At present, the government do not have storage capacity. They do not have funds either. They do not have any alternative arrangements. They have allowed some slackness to creep in. I do not know whether they have ever thought how it will affect our procurement policy and storage of food grains in the future. I would therefore request the government to reconsider the matter. If at all exports are to be made, it should be done by the government. The others should not be given such right. These middlemen make profits using all the methods at their disposal. They send inferior goods to other countries, which brings a bad name to our country. I want to point out another difficulty in this connection. There is a big difference between the government's procurement price and the distribution price. I request the government to make this difference as low as possible. At present, when the commodities reach the consumers, they have to pay a very high price. If these defects are removed, I am sure a lot of improvement can be made. There is indeed a vast scope for improvement in it, which the government must do. My second submission is about fair price shops. The government have 3 lakh fair price shops throughout the country. But so far as the distribution part is concerned, the government are unable to make all the commodities available to the people. I may tell the House about my own constituency. The House will be surprised to know that the people there have not received sugar for the last 3 months. The sugar has not reached there for the last 3 months. In the villages, only sugar is distributed at fair price shops. If even that sugar is not available there for 3 to 4 months, there will be no use of these fair price shops. Therefore, the government should take steps to improve this system. The government have got so much of a stock of sugar, but in spite of that, if the sugar is not available to the people, it will not be proper. Similar is the case with edible oil. Nowhere in the village is edible oil available at fair price shops. But I want to point out that edible oil is sold in the market at a higher price. Now, take the case of cloth. Earlier also, it had been made available to the people in the rural areas. The National Textile Corporation has incurred a loss of rupees 500 crores. I want to know the reasons for this loss. All of us desire that the cloth that it produced should reach the people. Of course, we are prepared to bear the burden of such a huge loss. If the cloth reaches the people in the villages at cheaper rates and the laborers get their wages, this loss can be borne if cloth at a cheaper rate is made available to the people throughout the country. But it seems that the management there is not proper. As a result, the National Textile Corporation has incurred such a huge loss. The government should make efforts to improve the management of the National Textile Corporation so that people may get cloth at a cheaper rate. Many honorable members have said that there are 14 such items which should be distributed through the government. At present, the government have to improve the distribution system in the first instance. There are 5 to 6 metropolitan cities in our country. The government should at least make suitable arrangements by which the rationed items are available to the people in these metropolitan cities without any difficulty. The fair price shops supply wheat and rice in equal quantity, but that too is not available. It is very necessary to make proper arrangements arrangement in this regard, and the government should improve this arrangement in the metropolitan cities. I have to make a submission about cooperative societies in particular. The condition of cooperative societies is very bad. They do not have funds. As a result, these cooperative societies cannot make available all the items. Therefore, there is urgent need to make arrangements to provide finances to the cooperative societies so that they may buy all the articles and make them available to the people.